Hey guys, off the floor trader here. Just wanted to bring you a few charts before the week comes in, and we are here on a Sunday doing homework. And that's if you watched the last video or heard it, you heard me talk about doing homework. We do homework really all weekend, but Sunday in the afternoon, and unless of course there's some sporting event, but we'll do it earlier in the day then. But homework is necessary in this business, so we're going to do some before the Globex session here. We've already done ours. I want to share a couple insights that we see. Hopefully they'll help you. So let's get started. You can see here we have the E-mini S&P up here. I said we cut our teeth, or at least most of us cut our teeth, including myself, on the ES. And we don't trade it actively as much as we used to, but we do trade it when something really good is coming up. And at this point in time, we think something good is coming up here. I want to go, if I can get the weekly to pull up here, more importantly, excuse the scribbling lines and stuff, but we've got a range bound market here, and we think this thing is ready to explode. This has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of range bound. This is ready to go sometime soon. So we think over the 2060 level, we've hit it 1, 2, 3. We have not closed above it last week, or actually Friday, we did not close above it. We had non-farm payroll numbers out. They were fairly positive if they haven't revised them. NFP numbers used to be really reliable numbers, and we feel they've been gaming them lately. I think everybody feels that to some degree. So we're not sure how to take the numbers. We actually look at the reaction to the number. Even though it was sort of negative, the reaction was after a little while, after the open, we believe that there still is opportunity to the upside. Now, again, 1, 2, 3 to the upside. Now, you could say we also have three bottoms down here, which is absolutely true. But a close above 2060, and we would like to get long this market, of course, first to see if it takes out the 2088 and then further up on this deal. Now, when this thing does break, we believe that it's going to be quite a solid move. Again, let's go to the monthly chart and take a look at this thing. I'm going to move a few of these around here. We have 3 full months of range bound trading. It's going to break eventually. Which way, of course, is always the guess, if you will. But our analysis says we like to the upside. We don't see any reason why they shouldn't be to the upside. This monthly candle is pressing the upside, so we think there's going to be more there. So we will look for that. Let me bring that back up here. Where'd it go? Guess I lost it. Okay, let's go over and take a look. Since we're looking at the indices, let's take a look at why we think this is going to happen. Now, we like the Russell. We do trade the Russell quite a bit. Russell has been sort of in a wedging formation. We did close above this on Thursday, and then of course Friday we stayed back outside of that wedge, if you will, or that flag, whatever, however you want to identify it. We like this upside. The Russell's leading again, which is pretty normal. Nasdaq behind that, which we love the Nasdaq. Just had a little pullback off of on Friday up against this channel. The next number to go would be the 42.75 and a close above that. Again, we like that, and we like for that to go out and take out the highs of last year then, and we feel pretty confident that that is happening in there. So we will look for an ES trade and a NASDAQ trade. We're going to stay out of the Russell on this one. Let's go over to the metals real quick. Take a look at gold. We outlined last time that if gold were to break down this triangle flag type of pattern, if it broke down, we were going to ignore it, and we did, and it broke down pretty well. Very nice. Again, probably off the non-farm payroll numbers. We were looking for a move up, and then to hold this level at the 1284 and go up from there. We're going to watch this still. We think that there's still some more upside. Again, going back to the weekly side of things, the move that we got, or the pattern we have to the upside, is very nice, and lasted 4 weeks is usually not typically a long pattern. This will tell us a lot here, guys. Understand how this works. This is just a pullback on the weekly chart. I guess we could go to a monthly chart and take a look at it and say the same thing. It's a nice pullback to the breakout area on a monthly chart. Now, if this does not hold, all right, and this breaks through back into this channel and keeps breaking down, most likely we'll go down and test the lows down there at 1130 area. And then, of course, we'll know then we'll need to establish short positions based on that knowledge. And again, guys, we're going to say that it's important to understand what the market is telling you rather than just get in your bias and say, okay, I'm stubborn long today. It doesn't matter what happens. I'm going long. Okay, we just got to read the markets a little bit. Indicators are one thing, and we use a couple indicators, but understanding what a candle or what some recent movement is telling you. And right now, this is just a pullback. So we'll keep watching this and we'll drill down if we see an opportunity to look for a trigger. If this breaks down into this wedge and keeps going to the south side, we definitely know that we need to be short on this market. All right, quickly, let's go take a look at oil. We had a nice little trade in oil. You can go back to our charts and take a look at it. We recapped the whole trade from entry to exit. Right now, range bound. Big long candles, which means a lot of volatility, a lot of volume in there. Are we distributing right now for another move down, or are we accumulating for a move up? That's the question. At this point, if you look at the longer term, again, I'm always going to default to the longer term. Can't get the weekly up. Let's go to the monthly. Monthly is saying, yeah, we came down, slammed into that trend line that we talked about before. And something to notice on this monthly trend line, it usually took a couple touches of this trend line. There was 1, 2, 3 touches there in 98. And then in 02, it took 1, 2, 3 touches. And then in 09, it was, 1, 2, 3 really touches. So are we done with touching this trend line? Are we going to completely bounce and roll up to the upside, or are we going to roll back down again? I'm not convinced that this is done on the downside yet. I think this is a temporary bounce. I think that we'll test down here some more. They may not go and take lows out, but they definitely will test. So if you're looking to get long, be patient on this one. There will be opportunity to get long. Right now it's range bound unless it gets up over the the most recent high, which is 54. Let's just say 54.50. Above that 54.50, we will maybe nibble a little bit, but it will be very small at this time. And we can add if we see strength into the move. But right now we're staying out of this. We're just going to keep it on the watch list. Other than that, I think that's all we really have for the week. News last week was nice for the markets. It gave them some opportunity for those of you who are shorter time traders. We are not. We are swing traders and position traders for the most part. We will take what we call a no-brainer from time to time on an intraday basis, but for the most part, we look for moves anywhere from 3 to 7 days. And then on a position basis, we look at them for probably 2 to 3 weeks on a position basis. So anyway, guys, upcoming week should be fun, should be a little volatile. We're looking for a big move in the indices, which, one last position here before we go. I just thought of this. Here's the other reason that we believe that the equities markets are going to go to the upside. I told you the yen was in a very, very tight range, okay? And the yen was wedging, and it broke that wedge down. We didn't see the indices move off of this, but that means the yen could be leading us. Now, of course, the Russell did move, and that was our other clue. So we are definitely looking to the upside. Now, if the yen goes ahead and sucks back into that wedge, then all bets are off on the equities. So we'll keep an eye on everything. Have a safe trading week. Good luck to everybody, and then catch us next week. Talk to you then.